Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium on the campus of Duke University, and customarily a trip here involves a journey to K-ville. Instead, you will be engulfed by the Wade Wackos, the Duke fans ready for their Blue Devils to go to work. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the UCF Knights, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch, it's Ashley. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Opening drive of the game, and they're facing 3rd and 1. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Ashley. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They'll throw it on 1st down. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best 2 conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
They'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. They'll go to the air. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. Running behind that left side. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Offense gets set for second down. Got his man downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
The Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to him again. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Duke. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a 14-yard run for the score. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Tosses it incomplete. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He unleashes a long one. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Touch passes, man. They're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, 2-7, UCF 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pocket starts to collapse. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. And the Blue Devils moving quickly to the line. Comes out throwing on 1st down. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Quarterback checking the play. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. He wants it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Got room on the return. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Richardson. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Feeling some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll give it to the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after him. Caught close to the marker. It's Ashley. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
I like this, taking the safe play, getting the positive gain, and seeing if you can build some momentum.
Well, and I think it's making the right play, Reese. That's what quarterbacks get in trouble sometimes when they get too aggressive and then they get behind the sticks a little bit. I see a lot of space, take advantage of it, get it to my running back, let him chew that up, and now it's easier on the next down.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Pressure coming. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Bringing it back, it's Moore. He gets a block. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. SMU is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 21 to Oklahoma. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half, down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
A third and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got it down the left. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Snap it to the back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Listen, that play didn't work great, but you keep the defense honest, right? Make sure they know, listen, you better stay home. You better stop getting aggressive and trying to run this direction, or else we're going to continue to run the misdirection the other way.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Makes the catch, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
The completion short of the sticks, it's second down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. The Blue Devils want to move quickly. Motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play, and now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go with a direct snap. And the Blue Devils will have a first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They've picked up a couple of first downs to start this drive, and now 1st and 10 from the 47. Wide out in motion. He's looking to throw it. Showing the arm strength to the left. It's caught. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Trying to get to him. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Knights will kick it away to start the second half. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Little touch pass to the receiver. Can't get him to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The Blue Devils want to crank the tempo.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the sticks.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
Skips away from pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. And the Blue Devils have this offense rolling. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Finds the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. The inside handoff. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Oh, it's a reverse. It's a fumble on the play. The D scoops it up, and everybody reverses field.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Quick pass on the fly motion. Across the 45. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The give on the inside. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
He makes the connection. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Going up top on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, 2-14. UCF 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quarterback keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UCF!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it, and you sent it downfield." And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
When I'm an offensive coach, I'm going to take shots. I'm going to take those 50-50 balls, and most of the time I'm going to trust my wide receiver to come down with it. The defensive back said, no, sir.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. They'll leave it with him. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They go to the ground. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
On the run, it's Collins. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
This is as big a play as we've had in this game. 3rd down and 3. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
You know, I think there's a lot of people in the stadium that are wondering, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field? But the gamble paid off.
And the Blue Devils are on the move. They'll try the right side. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete to the right. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The Blue Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Collins. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They feed him again. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Looks as if he's going to run it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a two if you're the quarterback, because on 4th down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense has won, especially on 4th down, and you're going to be coming off the field.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, try to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
I think they'll be aggressive here and try to win it in regulation. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Pulls it in. It's Stokes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Complete downfield. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Extending the play. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
That's the end of regulation with the score all time.
First and 10 for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Dumps it off in the flaps. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Trying the left side. Oh, it's out. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium. Momentum and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
First down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. Picks up the first down, still moving. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Fast motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. He's in! A game-winning touchdown in overtime.
And this offense gets another passing touchdown. I tell you what, week 1, this connection worked. Week 2, this connection working again. I tell you what, if I'm a defense, I'm going to start focusing in on that guy because they want to find him and make big plays.
What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays in big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw? This team